video about Miss Minerva Turnbo Malone was so popular that I wanted to give a shorter video where I'm just giving you guys the highlight reel so that if you've never heard of her before, you can listen to this video, know some of the key facts, and be able to tell a person or two or three, this lady deserves her due just. And so I'm determined to make sure that her shine gets out there through my platform. So let's start with who she is and when she was born. So Miss Minerva Turnbo Malone was born August 9th, 1869, and she died May 10th, 1957. And so she always had a knack for chemistry and hair, and she actually was studying that while she was in high school. She did not complete high school due to illness, but with an herbalist aunt and her sister who was into hair, they were able to continue and cultivate her knack for science and hair and chemistry, and so she was able to start developing her own products. So that's key. In 1900, she invented wonderful hair grower. Now this is key, this is an important fact because this was basically one of her most successful products, her wonderful hair grower. And so during this time, she was very ahead of her time on how she was going to sell her products. So she came up with what is called the direct sales agent system. And now this is important because it is still used to this day. When you think about referral plans or referral programs, that is direct sales agent. But even deeper, let's think about Mary Kay. Mary Kay uses that same system created by Miss Minerva Turnbo Malone. Also, the MLMs or the multi-level marketing programs that are around here, they're using that same system created by this woman. She was a genius. Now, let's dive deeper. Now, she would go and have a lot of different sales agents, and they would be different women throughout the United States and even more as it grew. One of her sales agents was Sarah Breedlove, which was Madam C.J. Walker. Yes, Madam C.J. Walker got her start by working under Miss Minerva Turnbo Malone. She was her sales agent in Denver, Colorado, and she was her sales agent for over a year. Now, during that time, Miss Minerva would meet with her people one-on-one. She would educate them, she would train them up, and basically help them to be the best salespeople that they could be. She would also help them to invest some of their money into real estate and property and build their wealth. She was an amazing boss, and she was a cultivator to help the community grow at a time when it needed it most. Mind you, both Madam C.J. Walker and Minerva Turnbo Malone, both of them were born to parents that were slaves. Born slaves, not slaves, but their parents were born slaves. This was the first generation, first people that were born free or were out of slavery. Like I said, her father fought in the Civil War. Now, back to where we're at. So remember that wonderful hair grower? Well, after a year working together, there was some sort of argument. Now there was an argument. We don't know what the argument was because it's not written down or exposed to the masses to know, but they separated. And when they separated, Madam C.J. Walker started her own company, and she had her own wonderful hair grower. So same name. Some are saying, when I'm reading, that she stole her exact formula. Some are saying that she tweaked it by listening to people that were complaining. We can all say that she was influenced and basically bit her product. She copied, stole, took, like that's what happened. Now, after that's happening, what she does is Trademarks and Patents Madam C.J. Walker's wonderful hair grower. At the same time, so does Minerva Turnbo Malone. She does her patent, and she also has an ad out saying that there are fraudulent people out here biting my product, and be aware of frauds. So I think that is very interesting. I think it's interesting because it normalizes and humanizes our ancestors. Sometimes they're so angelic and perfect that we don't look at the human nature of them. So I think this is very important and very interesting. I love it. So now that we have that part, Madam C.J. Walker, she goes to become a socialite. She lived next door to the Rockefellers in New York. They had lavish parties, and she had a daughter to catapult her brand. Now, Miss Malone did not have any children, and when she died, she was able to give her heirs, her nieces and nephews, like her fortune. However, I think that this because there was no direct heir, like the level of push and want to keep pushing her story is drastically different than Madam C.J. Walker's, which is unfortunate, but here we are. But Annie Malone kept going and had a different path. But what I'm telling you is, I now believe that Annie Malone was the first self-made female millionaire. And I'll tell you why. One, her products and her business was in business 3 years before Madam C.J. Walker's. Two, she went a different route and had Poro College. So what is Poro College? Poro College was her, that she trademarked, was her college for cosmetics. So to get your hair, makeup, learn how to sew, all that stuff, you could do at Poro College, as well as have events. Different churches would do stuff there, galas, like so many things were happening in this building. This building was $500,000, and this building was a block in St. Louis. And she bought the building and opened the doors in 1918. So for her to be able to do all that, she already had money, right? So that happened, and she employed 175 people at that college. I'm just putting it out there. Now, Miss Malone was an orphan. So both of her parents had died before she had reached adulthood. So she went and lived with her sister, and her herbalist aunt helped her to kind of cultivate her knowledge and growth and skills for hair. But what does that mean? That means that she had a soft spot in her heart for orphans and people that didn't have parents. So she donated in 1919 $10,000 to build the St. Louis Colored Children's Home. In the 1920s, she donated $25,000 to both Howard University, Tuskegee Institute, and the Pine Street YMCA. And in 1922, this woman was an amazing entrepreneur. She started manufacturing Poro toilet preparations. So now she's in a whole nother level. In 1924, she took a trip to Europe to study beauty culture methods. And in 1924, she was the first Black female millionaire worth over $14 million. I'm gonna put that out there. Now, her direct sales agent strategy kept growing, and by the year 1927, she had 75,000 direct sales agents over North America, South America, Africa, and the Philippines. Huge conglomerate network. In the same year, 1927, she also established Poro schools in 32 US cities. So now everybody's getting that education. Can you imagine how many of the next level entrepreneurs in beauty and outside got their start, their learning, their hustle, their grit from these Poro colleges that we just aren't exposed to because it's not in our history books? Annie Malone received an honorary degree from Howard University. She also received an honorary membership into Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. And then in 1946, the St. Louis Colored Orphans Home was renamed Annie Malone Children's Home. And at that same time in 1946, she was also sending 2 students to every Black land-grant university per year. She also patented the hot pressing comb. So Miss Annie Minerva Turnbo Malone, we salute you. Thank you for being a pioneer in the beauty industry. Hey my above average crew, and I'm excited to talk to you all about Marketing Makes Sense, my 6-week program to help you go from not knowing anything about marketing to being confident in growing your business through successful marketing strategies that convert. So the link is in the description below, but head on over to aboveaverageuniversity.teachable.com and check out my course. We are going to talk all about the 6 pillars of a successful marketing strategy. Pillar 1, how to create a transformational offer. Pillar 2, how to create your ideal customer persona. Pillar 3, what is your automation system? We're gonna focus all about creating your customer journey. So your main focus is to go out there, continue to post, and get new leads. Everything else is on autopilot, and your customer is going through a transformational journey. Pillar 4, your marketing must-haves. Yes, it's important for you to have a marketing strategy for every platform you're on. And so we're going to create that strategy so that you are no longer thinking about what you need to do, but just implementing. So this is gonna be so much fun, and it's gonna be such a major stress reliever for you. Pillar 5, email marketing. Email marketing is not dead. In fact, it's very important. So we're going to create that email marketing strategy that you're going to do so that you're able to be touching your guests, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, or whatever your strategy is that you feel comfortable with. You're going to know so that you can start scheduling these emails, start building out your systems, and making sure that your email list is providing value. And pillar 6, we are talking all about affiliate marketing. Yes, affiliate marketing is for you. It's no longer just for the influencers and the fashion novas, but we're going to figure out what programs, what businesses would love to partner with you. So I hope to see you in class. Go ahead and sign up.